If you need to promote your band or business, or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band, or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
Retro Arcade brings Minnesota and surrounding areas arcade games from the days gone by. All of those great games from pizza joints and arcades are available in cocktail units and custom machines. Dozens of favorites from your youth in one machine to complete your game room or man cave. Retro Arcade also sells and services your favorite pinball machines. Find them at facebook.com/80arcade. That's facebook.com/80arcade. Retro Arcade. Your youth is just one click away.
Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
You kids with your loud music and your Dan Fogelberg, your Zima, hula hoops, and Pac-Man video games, don't you see? People today have attention spans that can only be measured in nanoseconds.
See, son, old legends never die. They just lose weight. Like a legend and an out-of-work bum with a lot of life.
Yes, Courtney, it is party time. Hello, Hollywood. Hello, world. And hello, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and as always, good to be seen. Been gone for a couple weeks, but we are back. I'm back now to annoy the fuck out of you. My name is Izzy Presley, and the only throne that I care about is the one I dropped a 10-200 into last night. That was a Game of Thrones jokes. Thank you very much. With me today in studio is the one and only Johnny Martin from LA Guns and Barry Pointer from The Anatomy. Yay, and your mics aren't on, but they are now too, but I'm not.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not to you yet, so don't get your panties in a bunch. We're going to get there in just a second. Yeah, just take over. That's what he's good at. I think he did that the last time he was on.
I'm actually good at getting
panties
out of a bunch.
That is true. That is true. Make sure you check out all of the social media. That, of course, is Izzy_Presley on the Twitter machine. Currently on my quest for 1 million followers at 1,928. Thank you very much. The Facebook page for the show is Another Effin' Podcast. And, of course, my personal page for when I do all of my entertainment stuff like Soundcheck Live, when I get out and actually do fucking stand-up comedy. All that kind of good stuff is Izzy Presley 1 on Facebook. And, of course, if you are listening live right now on Spreaker, please hit up that Spreaker page and click that follow button, or if you're listening to it afterwards on the iTunes, hit that subscribe button and leave me 5 stars and tell me how terrible I am. Because, Scott Strickland checking in from Canada, eh? What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Big thing. I'm sure some of you know about this already, but this Sunday night, my very first live studio audience show that is broadcast live. I have done live audience shows on the Monsters of Rock cruise, but never one here in LA. And this one is going to be broadcast live from the Other Door in North Hollywood. It is on Burbank Boulevard, right by Cahuenga. Free admission, 21 and over. Come on down. There will be a mic for the crowd so you can ask my guest questions. And that will be the one and only Bruce Kulick, who we know from Grand Funk Railroad and, of course, from Kiss. He'll be there with his wife, Lisa Lane Kulick. They just recorded a song, so we'll be talking about that and a whole bunch of other good stuff. DJ Will be my second mic / co-host / producer for the evening.
He's cute. I like Will. He's cute.
You just like guys that look like Predator.
True.
Yeah. Oh, also, if you want to support the show monetarily, you absolutely can. Izzy.Presley@gmail is your PayPal. Feel free to send me money. Or if you want something for your money, go to Teespring and put in Izzy Presley, and you will find my page, and you can buy shirts for the show. The Loyal Minion shirts are available again. I have the Huge and Sheboygan shirts available. I have the Drunken Summit shirts available that say "To Hell with My Liver" on the back. And, of course, I have a tribute to Ace Frehley t-shirts as well. I wish I could give you guys one, but I have to buy them myself, and I can't even afford one for myself. So, but someday I will. I'll have them for you guys. Because Johnny, you're in at Contribute to Ace Frehley. Barry,
true.
you have been and currently sometimes still are.
I am.
He is.
I am.
He
I
hasn't
am.
he hasn't left us like completely. But Barry's a busy boy. So is Johnny. So that's why we don't really get out and play that often. But when
we do, it's magic.
When the
It's
stars
special.
alive. Yeah, and
Are you watching the game, Izzy?
I am not watching the game. I am listening to you. Oh yeah. So welcome, guys. It is good to have you guys back.
It's awesome.
Johnny was supposed to be on when Barry was on last time, but Johnny ended up having to cancel at the last minute because he had I think you had a gig or you had practice or
A hair appointment.
hair appointment.
I was pretty heavily medicated at the time too.
Well, that's different from when.
Okay.
How ironic is it, though, Izzy, that it was supposed to be Johnny, myself, and our good friend Ace Von Johnson.
Yes.
And it was only myself and Ace Von Johnson.
Right.
Whereas
And
this
Ace-
time,
yeah.
it's Johnny
Ace
and
is
myself.
MIA. I
and
just
Ace is
FaceTimed him.
MIA.
I ace-timed him.
You ace-timed
And he
him.
didn't answer.
I think it's Pick on Ace Day.
Yeah, the reason he didn't pick up, why we're going to pick on, is because I think it's movie night.
And him and Chad are bonding.
Oh,
and
yeah.
maybe he's rubbing up against him and
I
cuddling.
thought movie night only happened in prison.
And that's what they're emulating right now.
That is worth a Pat Fontaine laugh. Yeah. Anyways, so big news over the weekend. The Adrenaline Mob crash, man. Sad thing. But Pauly Z's brother is just effing terrible.
He was a sweet young man.
It's weird. So I didn't even realize until afterwards that he was on the boat, and I don't think I ever met him. But
he's I met him a few times. I didn't really get to know him all that much, but I met him at some of the jams and even played with him once. And it's easy to get a vibe from a good person instantly, no matter how much time you spend with them. It happens right up front, and he was clearly one of those guys.
And I do need to say this too. I mean, all that stupid political bullshit aside, my thoughts and prayers do go out to Pauly's family, and
Of course.
and the whole family over there. It's
One of my
terrible.
dear friends,
Yes.
Janet Rains. She was the tour manager,
oh man,
and she's in critical condition. I heard that things are getting better, that they got the smoke out of her lungs. She's also a singer. They said that she'd be able to sing again. I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know if she's in a coma or what, but things are getting progressively better within the past couple of days.
Right.
So we're just praying for her and everybody involved.
Yeah, it's just a sad thing. I had heard that she was pretty much almost her entire body was burnt, or I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong about this. That's why I don't want to.
I know it was very vague, the info that I got. I know everybody's got to be clamoring to get information from people closest to her, but what I heard was from the neck up, she's not badly burned, but the chest and back, I believe, is got the worst of it. But then that's what I've heard.
Right. I had saw somebody had posted the video of the aftermath, but the thing was still on fire. It's like, why would you post that? I couldn't watch it. It's like, no, that's just not fucking right. I don't know. But yeah, it's just sad.
I doubt if the people put it up for pleasure. If they did, then obviously they're dicks.
Right.
But some people are just curious.
Yeah, that's true.
And beyond curious and want to see exactly what happened. But you don't want to see that.
No.
That's not, I don't even like looking at the photos of the aftermath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
really hard.
Me either. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's just fucking weird. It's just terrible. And part of the family out here, and then part of the Monsters of Rock family is just thoughts and all that stuff. So, but on a brighter note, you just got back. You guys are kind of on a little break from LA Guns, right? I know you're playing this Friday.
Well,
Elegance.
We got back Monday of last week, and then we leave after Friday's whiskey show. That's right, LA Guns, July 21st at the Whiskey. And we leave immediately after that for another 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
We'll have a little break. I mean, we're doing things here and there, trying not to oversaturate until the album comes out October 13th.
And the new single just dropped.
That just dropped, exactly, along with the new video.
Which is badass.
It's called Speed. You can find it on iTunes and everywhere else that Spotify, anywhere that plays music. And check out the video on YouTube. Then check it out again and again and again.
And again and again.
And seriously, let us know what you think. If you don't like it, we'll go in and remix it.
Now, when did the recording? When did you guys start recording for this? It started a while ago, didn't it? Or was it a while ago and then Tracy came back into the fold and then it changed?
No, what had happened was we had our first official show with Phil at the Hair Nation Festival.
Yep.
That was September of last year.
Yeah.
Everything went great. And then we waited. Tracy got some songs together. We all got songs together, actually. So everybody wrote something on this record, if not everything, together. And then we, Tracy and Shane, the drummer, Shane Fitzgibbon, they laid down the basic tracks. Probably, I want to say December, January. And then the rest of us went in and cut everything, and then we finished it mid-March, I believe.
Okay.
A few tweaks here and there, gave it to the label, see what they had to think, had to say about it, and brought it back. We had a few things we wanted to change, and then, so it's submitted to the label, and we have the date. It should
October, I believe.
October 13th.
October 13th, yeah.
I'm still on this adrenaline mob thing, thinking about Janet.
Yeah, it's just terrible. But
her name was her professional singing name was Jane Train, but her name is Janet Rains, and it just I just can't get it out of my mind. It's affecting me really hard. Her and I had a close friend that committed suicide when we all used to hang out together. When I played with Jesse Mallon, I spent a lot of time in New York, so I saw Jane a lot, and we had a mutual friend who committed suicide, so we went through that together, and we just shared a lot of close things like that, a lot of personal stuff, and it just it's still blowing my mind. So if I tend to be a lot more quiet than the last time I was here,
no, man, it's all good, and it's totally understood. But it really shows how tight knit this music community really is, and how small it really is, and how much we really do care about each other. Right. I mean, that's proof positive right there. Pardon me. Barry, The Anatomy. Why don't you tell us about The Anatomy? Yeah,
so about maybe a year ago or so, I think it was just a group of friends of us. We're all friends, and our families hang, and our kids play, and we've jammed together at stuff before with Petty Cash and at some of our shows that we do at Lucky Strike and things like that, and. We talked about we should just write some songs and see what happens, and we kept talking about it for months, and then finally we did it, and it was pretty cool. It was one of those organic things where we wrote all of our songs in a room on the spot.
That's the best,
and then did the tweaks later, and a couple of them were written. Actually, half of them were written before our first show, like 2 nights before our first show. And we went out and did it. It was great. So we kind of like you guys, Johnny, we started tracking the songs a while back, and we've done them in a couple different places. We did one of our songs over at Gilby Clark's studio.
Okay.
He worked on it with us, and then we most of the others we tracked down in Huntington Beach at the Offspring studio, which is super cool.
All right, that's right, because you have name escapes me right now.
Yeah.
I'm a drinker, so I forget stuff.
Yeah, so the band's made up of our singer's Todd Morse. He's currently a current member of the Offspring, guitar and backup vocals. He's been with them for about 8 years.
Okay.
Our other guitar player is Kimball Walters, who has his own band Ages as well. Super cool band, kind of got a Chevelle kind of modern Chevelle kind of vibe to him.
Better than Chevelle.
Better than Chevelle, yeah. Jason Womack's on bass. He's bass for us, and he currently plays guitar for Fuel.
Oh wow, yeah.
And our drummer extraordinaire, Sean Winchester, he's also out with Josh Todd and the Conflict, and
yes.
also doubling and in Buck Cherry as well.
Oh, very cool.
It's super cool. It's been great. We just released our first single, actually, a few weeks ago at a show at the Viper Room.
That's right. I was there.
Yeah, called Behind the Wheel. It's you can catch it up. We're giving it away. Johnny is selling music. I'm giving music.
Well, there's
so I'm a bad guy.
Well, in this day and age, everybody thinks music should be free anyways.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, we just wanted to put a single out and just say, just for people to get an idea what the band's all about while we finish everything else. But it's called Behind the Wheel. It's up on bandcamp.com/The Anatomy.
All right. Is there? Do you guys have a video yet?
No
Or
video.
You're not at the Elegance.
We're scripting out what we think we want to do with it. So hopefully soon.
right.
Yeah, hopefully soon. But yeah, it's free. Check it out. Let us know what you think.
Little bit of listener feedback here before we move on. Scott Strickland from Canada. My thoughts and prayers are with the entire Adrenaline Mob family. Chad from Minneapolis says, "What it is, Muff Magnet, Minneapolis." He always videotapes our act shows when we play up there, up at Stoney's in Rockville.
Nice.
Then we got Dave Patterson. What's up, Barry from KC?
Dave Patterson.
Yeah.
Dave, oh my God.
Yeah, Lori Nickel checking in from Australia. Sup, rockers. And Dave also says, "It is awesome behind the wheel."
Thank you, Dave. Dave's a man. Dave's out, part of the video crew and production
badass.
for all the big festivals, Rocklahoma. I mean, you name
Badass.
it.
That's awesome.
He's there, big supporter from my hometown. Thank you, Dave.
Very good. Very, very, very good. We should talk a little Kiss news. Have you guys been keeping up on what's going on with Ace and writing with Gene, and now he's lost all this weight and all the speculation of why he's lost the weight?
I saw photos of him slimmer, but I didn't
What's
know.
what's the speculation?
The speculation is that he is getting in shape to get back into the spacesuit.
Just he's getting in shape?
Yeah. yeah.
Sorry, Gene.
It's hilarious.
So that's who it was directed at.
All fun and games. Hey, whatever.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just want to hear you guys' thoughts, and why not? Good discussion point.
Sure, I'll go. As we guys both know, when I discovered Kiss, I was 10 years old. It committed me to learning to play the guitar, and Ace was learning Ace's licks and stuff. It was a big part of my guitar playing history. The version now is great.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever disputed that.
No, not at all. Tommy is obviously an amazing player, and
Right.
Eric is a cool guy and a great drummer as well. It's just as the original.
It's just always good to see them play together again.
It's good,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys will probably agree with me. I mean, we wish they would have done it at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right. I think
Exactly.
everybody
But it did.
agrees with that. Yeah.
But if they play together again, yeah, awesome.
I'll be there.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I'll be there with Barry.
Yeah, we'll be there together. Holding hands.
I think Trunk, Eddie Trunk had a great take on it. He's like, Ace told me that they haven't asked him, and he's like, when Ace tells me something, I believe him because he's my friend for the past 20 years. So if he says they haven't called him, they haven't called him. But that doesn't mean that they're not kicking the tires.
Right.
I don't think I mean, look, yeah. My preference is the original Kiss. I still love the current
Right.
Kiss. But I don't think anybody can. You can't. No matter how much of a loyal you are to the original thing, you can't. You can't dispute. You can't not like a current version because really, how many
Right.
current versions out there right now or bands
Right. Yeah.
are the original version?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
it
like
just-
with what I'm doing right now with LA Guns. You
Right.
got Phil and Tracy together, and we get a lot of haters because they like the original version. They wanted that reunion, or they like the version that Phil had before. Everybody has their preference.
Right. And I'm not going to lie. Honestly, I could not tell you who played bass for the original LA Guns. No idea. No clue. I just knew Tracy and Phil and then Steve Riley. That's
Right.
it. I don't know who played the other guitar until Phil started playing guitar.
Right.
No idea.
Look, it's everything evolves. Everything
Right.
moves along, and some people's paths don't evolve in the same direction. So it's just what it is, And
Right.
Relationships of any kind. There are divorces, no more girlfriends, boyfriends.
Right,
You
exactly.
just kind of move on.
Yeah.
Right, but and Trunk also said too. He's like, look, if a promoter, actually he had Ace on the show, and Ace said this. It's like, look, if a promoter comes along and throws the right number around, I'll be getting a call.
Right.
So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, because there was a rumor going around last year that Ace was supposed to be back in Kiss this year. So I think that's where this still stems from. So I don't know. I would love to see him back on stage with them, because I'm a geek like that.
You have seen the original lineup live, correct?
First time was July 13th, 1996, row 3, Jeans Side, St. Paul Civic Center.
Wow.
That's a yes, Johnny.
Yes. Yes. Gunter, what's up, buddy? Thanks for checking in. Gunter makes my stickers.
Ah,
Yes.
nice.
vid-decals.com. Check them out. Yeah. So what else is up? What's on your mind so
I got
good?
a question for Barry. So you play with Todd Morris, who's in the Offspring.
Yes.
Okay. Has Todd ever asked you to come out and play?
Okay.
Or has he ever asked you to keep it separated? And what is it?
It will never be revealed what it is.
I love you, Izzy.
You're the best part about that. That was good, Johnny. And I know you spent hours prepping for that. He's got notes in his phone.
Of course,
on my phone. I actually just came up with that.
That was good.
Wow, that was quick thinking.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
Quick thinking on your part. Fucking Yankees scored. That's
Actually, as soon as you started mentioning the Offspring, things started flowing.
Of course they did. God, yeah, Soundcheck Live. Let's. We should talk a little Soundcheck Live.
You bet.
We can talk a little
You
Soundcheck
betcha.
Live. Now
You
we're back.
betcha. I
We're
lived in
on
Minnesota for a while.
1 month into the monthly edition of
Yeah.
it. I did this interview with California Rock News yesterday, and we were talking about this. I really like this 1 month. once a month thing.
There's a lot of great things about it. I think what the first thing to say is we did it weekly for as Soundcheck Live for a little over a year. Took 3 weeks off, I think it was, due to holidays and things like that. And unless the guest curator ever came in and wanted to play a song that had already been done, songs were never repeated.
Yeah.
So we're talking over 2,000 songs were played over the course of the year, and so the workload is intense.
Right.
But the cool thing about the monthly, like you said, we just kicked off the first monthly edition last June with Nuno Betancourt, and he brought Gary Sharon, and it was nuts. It was insane.
Look, when he did Bohemian Rhapsody, with a choir and no tracks. You gotta think about it. Queen doesn't even do that.
Queen doesn't do that, and much of the credit for that goes to Ferlazzo,
the almighty Ferlazzo,
for putting that together and charting all that stuff out. A 16-person choir and doing it live. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But what doing the show monthly now allows us to do is kind of evolve the brand a little bit more and dig into the lifestyle. There's so much. The show is kind of just the it's the drag race from start to finish.
Yep.
It's not. There's so much more that goes on behind the scenes. People getting gigs from the show or meeting people that they've never met or reconnecting and now doing things.
I've reconnected with so many people by
and
playing
it's
there.
and it's great and it just gives people a chance to break out of their, I guess, stereotype, if they have one, of what kind of a player they are.
Yeah.
And play stuff. Nuno's a perfect example.
Right.
The stuff that he puts together for for the night. I mean, Johnny and I have played together numerous times on the night, and we've done stuff that would probably be expected of us, but we've also done stuff by the Cars. I think you maybe played on. I don't remember, but we really stepped out and played some weird
from
stuff.
Melissa Etheridge to maybe Duran Duran or just something.
The Industrial Night.
Oh yeah, right, super cool.
And the Mask.
But
And the
there's
Mask,
Yeah. So we just, Soundcheck Live is now, Lucky Strike Live. It's still family. That's where the show's always, the monthly show's always going to be. We have moved over to our own social media, so everything is at Soundcheck Live Official.
I was trying to find it, and I could not.
You'll still see stuff on Lucky Strike's page as always, but the bulk of what's going on and all the new stuff that's going to be rolling out over the next few weeks is going to be over there on that on those at Soundcheck Live Official.
Yes, at Soundcheck Live Official. I should probably know that since I'm the mega
since
host.
she's the host.
Since I'm the mega host, yes. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's right.
Mega
I
host.
forgot. You host that thing.
Yeah.
Awesome, right? It's fucking rad, dude.
That's how important I am. The fucking players don't even remember that I'm fucking hosting.
He was
That's
the
great.
only guy available at the time.
Yeah.
And then he grew on us like a fungus.
He always does.
Lori says, can't wait for Alice Cooper to come to Brisbane. Ace is opening up for him.
Nice.
Hey, Curly. Speaking of Alice Cooper, were you guys able to see the Hired Gun documentary?
I have not
Yes,
seen it.
I've seen it. It's great.
It is. It is.
I mean,
absolutely
there's documentaries are documentaries, and
Right.
But this one is cool in so many ways. One, I think, because I know a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
That always helps. But it's a great story, and it's not all love.
Yeah, exactly. I really wish, and I said this during that interview yesterday, that I wish I was able to see the movie before we did the show.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't able to put two and two together. I didn't know who these guys were that played with Billy Joel.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, obviously the love that they were getting from everybody backstage made me understand that, these guys are kind of important.
They're legends. There's it fits right along. I mean, look, you just said it. You didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
And the movie's called Hired Gun. I mean, that's what it's about.
Right. Because you think of Billy Joel, you don't know who is in his band.
Yeah.
Unless you're somebody that knows who's in everybody in everybody's band. I mean, I
think there's probably not many bands in history that people can name every member in the band.
Right. But I mean, those those solo artist bands, they have to be pretty iconic for people to know them. And obviously, I know Elvis's original band.
Right.
Scotty Moore.
Elton's band's another good example. Keep going.
Scotty Moore, Bill Black on bass, and then DJ Fontana on drums. That was Elvis's band in the 50s when he started. I mean, there's guys that changed the face of music.
Yeah.
But for the most part, good example is Elton John, Rod Stewart's band in the 70s.
Right.
So, okay, just over the weekend I was out for our friend Chris Weiss from Ace Frehley.
Yes,
and,
Chris.
Formerly of the Cult. Was out for his birthday the other night, and Phil Chen was there.
Awesome.
And
wow.
a gal comes up, a singer, and Chris introduced her to Phil because she's a major Rod Stewart fan.
Mm-hmm.
And when she learned that Phil played on some of that stuff, it was like a kid, seeing the idol for the first time. And it's just another example. You don't always know.
And I think that the thing I liked about Hired Gun too is it was like an extension, even though it wasn't meant to be. I don't know if you saw the Wrecking Crew documentary.
You know what? It's on my Netflix list to watch. I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty badass. But I mean, that's obviously the Wrecking Crew they played on everything.
Well, same thing with the Funk Brothers.
The Funk Brothers.
There's a documentary called Standing in the Shadows of Motown. And just pretty much how those players were in and out somewhere on the road. The ones that were in town were recording. There was a bar that they'd all hang out. It's actually a story about James Jamerson, the bass player. They needed a bass player in town. All the other guys were out on the road touring. So their local watering hole where they all hung out.
Yep.
They went and found him there. He was hammered. They got him to the studio. Guess he couldn't even sit up straight. He played everything. They called him the Claw, because he played with one finger.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what song it was, but he did it all in one take. Just amazing musicians.
Right. It's insane. And this is the thing is we know a lot of these guys because a lot of these guys come through and play soundcheck. I mean, but people you wouldn't even think of, like Jerry Gemot, who's played on and played with almost fucking everybody.
How about the night we did The Wall? And we had backup singers that have been out with Roger Waters.
That's right, Durga
for years.
Durga McDoom.
Yeah, I mean,
you know who Durga is. Not if you were the last immigrant grocer on earth.
Really?
Honey.
That's her?
That's her.
Yeah.
I make her say it for me every time I see her. Every single time. Just because I'm annoying like that. But yeah, it's unbelievable.
I think what this documentary says a little bit is how important those players are,
right?
And why they are who they are and who they play with, and all the stuff that they've been involved with, because they are the go-to people.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, we are a half an hour in. We should take a short little break. You guys are holding instruments. Would you like to play us into the break?
Oh, that instrument.
That instrument, not the one that Johnny has his hands down his pants trying to get to.
Shock me. Okay. Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Level.
Fun.
With their tees and tanks for men and women. They also make custom shirts, jackets, vests, pants, hoodies, beanies, and more. The Rockwood Graphics Department can design anything from your logo, t-shirt design, promo posters, band swag, and printing at great prices. From tour shirts and custom stage gear to killer threads for the street to the stage, Rockwood Saloon has it all. Rockwood Saloon, authentic rock and roll apparel for stage and street. World Tour tested for quality, comfort, style, and durability. Check them out at www.rockwoodsaloon.com. That's rockwoodsaloon.com.
Hey ladies, Sass Pants Designs will take that rock shirt that everyone has and make it your own in a flattering, sassy, and simple way. There are one-of-a-kind tank tops, lace-up tees, and tube top dresses already in stock. Check out the online store at sasspantsdesigns.com and like Sass Pants Designs on Facebook for special offers and custom orders. That's sasspantsdesigns.com. sasspantsdesigns.com. Sass Pants will make you the envy of the party.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play. Hey, Barry, why don't you grab my Les Paul and play through that beater, since I'm going to do a beater read right now.
Got that?
Yeah, maybe.
You could have just grabbed my guitar.
I know.
Is it not good enough for you?
I don't know where your hands have been.
All right. So hold the thought. And beater amplification, I am proud to be, very, very proud to be their very first sponsored artist. These amps are great. They are hand wired. They're 100 watts, pure testosterone, ballsy rock and roll. But the beauty is, you pull out 2 tubes and you got yourself a 50, because you don't always need 100 watts. And this is the first time I've been able to do this on the show. Barry is going to play through the beater right now. That is, of course, unmiked, and that is straight in. Straight in.
Sounds great.
Fucking
wow.
Amazing.
Johnny's hair has not stopped blowing from the power coming from that amp.
Wow.
Which is impressive, because making Johnny's hair move, the Chuck Norris of hair, is a very, very difficult thing.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, check out Beater Amplification. That's 2 E's. Beeter. Beater Amplification. Fucking love those guys.
I'm checking it out right now.
Oh, you are?
Right? How you doing?
Yeah, they're currently building me mine, which is going to be called the TCB1.
So what, you stole that?
It was sent to me.
Oh, okay.
Where are they from?
They are out of Mankato, which is roughly an hour.
I know. I played Mankato.
Yeah, roughly an hour and a half southwest of Minneapolis.
Nice.
Yeah. Notice how I'm doing everything not to say the name of the state because of my horrible accent.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Where is Mankato? What state?
Oh, yeah.
What state is...
That's up there in Minnesota, eh? Yeah. It's not an attractive accent. No woman has ever heard the phrase, oh, yeah, oh, for sure, going fishing up there to Mille Lacs there this weekend. I thought, you know what? I really need his cock in my ass.
Speaking of that accent, have you guys watched any of the Fargo series? Seasons?
No, I can't do it.
Come on, it's awesome.
The closest I got was Making a Murderer, and that
was hard. It was good in the beginning, and then it just dragged on and on.
I just found myself getting more pissed, but also at the same time getting myself more annoyed by the small town upper Midwestern accents, dats and dares, and it was rather annoying.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah, I just found myself getting more mad and yelling at my computer. But what can you do? What can you do? Oh, we have let's see. Hold on. Dave Patterson says, "Have you seen 20 Feet from Stardom about the backup singers?"
Oh, I heard about that, but I did not
know,
see
but
it.
I've heard about it, yes.
Yeah.
I think we know a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we know a few people.
Yeah.
We know quite a few. Yes. All right, so what else? Should we play Kiss Trivia?
Sure.
You want to do that? Unless there's
With you, it's a little unfair.
No, because those questions in that box are hard.
Oh, wow. This in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we could.
I think
let's have a couple.
Yeah, why not? Why not? You want to grab it? You want me to grab it? That's what she said.
Yeah. Barry, why don't you grab the guitar there and grab the game, and then grab him a water, possibly. Oh, water. No, but Izzy doesn't drink water.
A shot of Jack Daniels.
Izzy grabs what he can when he can.
This is absolutely true. I know my roommate Scotty's been bugging me about doing this for a long time. It's like, well, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe someday we'll do it. But I figured, fuck it. Why not? Here we go. Oh shit! I need.
Give me a handful there.
Yeah, I'll give because I can't see so good over here.
Yep, I'll take some too.
This is very intriguing stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
If only this was a video cast.
I know. I think last time
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I need money to buy cameras.
Really?
And I can barely afford to eat. So
you steal music off the internet. Why can't you just steal some cameras? Come on.
I mean, there's proof positive right there. Right behind your bass is a little tub that says Richie Kotzen Guitar Fund. There's like 30 cents in it.
All I saw was cheese balls.
I have nothing. Where's get yours?
Hold on. I need to get something to help me read.
All right, so Johnny, let's take over Izzy's podcast.
What? I think I can do that.
And there he is, Johnny Martin, the man of many words.
Oh shit! Okay, hey, how's it going? You got any questions? Ask Barry. Kind of going through this.
Izzy, look what's on TV.
Taco Hell.
Double chalupa.
Taco Hell. Gabriella loves Taco Hell, by the way. If you did not know that, now you do. Oh,
these questions.
I know. Some of these are really fucking hard. All right.
What?
Okay, who produced the Dynasty album?
I would only guess Desmond Child.
No.
Who produced it?
Yeah.
All I know was Eddie Kramer and freaking Bob Ezra.
Vinnie Poncia.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
look at this one. Why would anybody know this? Name one member of the original Kiss road crew.
I'm sure there are people that are on three sides of the coin that would know that answer.
Jeff.
No.
Steve.
Chris Griffin.
Peter Griffin.
Peter.
See, I got them confused.
Sean Delaney. Yeah,
Sean Delaney. I knew that one.
You did.
Yeah. Okay. Which single from the tour 1978 Kiss solo albums was the biggest hit on the charts? Or from the four? I'm sorry. This is easy. Which of the singles from the solo albums? Which one was the biggest hit on the charts?
New York Groove.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, New York Groove. No question mark.
Yes.
What was Kiss's highest charting album until 1998?
Was it Hot in the Shade?
Or was it Dynasty?
No. And no.
It wasn't a live one.
No.
Was it Destroyer?
No.
Was it Love Gun?
Keep going.
How did you know?
You're going to get it.
It actually peaked at number 4 on the charts.
I did not know that. That is weird and wild stuff.
How about this? This seems like one that a Kiss fan should know. What brand of makeup does Kiss use?
Stein's Clown White.
That is exactly right.
That's great. There you go.
What was the first Kiss compilation album?
Double platinum?
Yes, double platinum.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not the originals. But you can kind of count the live albums because it is a compilation of songs from their other albums.
You kind of count the originals too because it's the first 3 albums compiled.
Yeah,
But it came
that's
out after double platinum, didn't it?
No,
it was right
did
after.
not?
It was after the 3rd album, right?
actually the originals came out between Alive 1 and Destroyer, I think, because they were trying to piggyback on Alive 1 to sell those records again.
Wow.
I think.
I'd get your money back on this game.
Right?
Okay.
In what country was the Originals 2 album released?
The UK?
No. Japan.
Japan?
Japan.
Japan?
Japan. What classic Kiss song was re-recorded in 1978 for double platinum?
Strutter.
You are correct. I think Detroit Rock City was remixed because they added some stuff in there.
It was longer.
But yeah, not as
Where
good.
was this is going to segue into another topic possibly.
Yeah.
Where was Unmasked recorded?
I do not know that.
Torpedo Girl Studios.
Close.
The Naked City?
The record plant in New York.
Ah, okay.
So if you want to take
How was I close?
It wasn't. I just trying to.
Although Torpedo Girl was on the album.
Yes.
So that
Okay.
is
Sort of.
I
close.
have a message from Bridget. Says I worked with Barry. His people. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Filter this.
Yeah. Down. We're gonna keep it. He couldn't have been nicer or more amiable to work with.
Well, thank you, Bridget.
But once you got there, he could not have been nicer or more amiable to work with.
nice.
Thank you, Bridget. Where did we work together on, Bridget?
She does not say. Would that been Lucky? No,
May have been.
possibly.
Could have been.
Could have been.
So the record plant.
The record plant in New York.
Has anybody here seen the documentary, the HBO documentary, The Defiant Ones?
I have not because I hate rap music and I can't bring myself to watch it.
Let me tell you what. It doesn't matter whether you like the music or not. It's such a great documentary because it talks, it starts out in the beginning, the upbringing of, the early days of Dre. Of course, we all kind of know that from, Straight Outta Compton, the movie. We know a lot of that stuff. But what was really cool is Jimmy Iovine and learning about him and how he got his start and how he was fired by a couple of record companies, studios that he worked at, basically doing nothing. He knew nothing about the recording business. Mm-hmm. And then a friend said, go check out the guys at the record plant, where they brought him in. He swept the floors. They put him in front of a console and taught him hands-on from the ground up. And look at him now. But it's a great documentary. It follows the early, through the two guys' careers, and as they start to, come together, at the point that they did. It talks about, Tupac and the shooting and all of those kinds of things. It's a really good story about two guys from two different worlds that probably doesn't make sense. Would never make sense in the beginning.
It's funny. My roommate Matt, who works with Monster, he was working with Interscope at the time, and he was watching that documentary, and he actually randomly came across his business card from Interscope.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but that story you talk about with what's his lips that started out sweeping the floors.
Iovine, yeah, Jimmy Iovine.
What? What's his lips? What's his chops? I'm horrible with names. But that just goes back to something that Corolla just preaches and preaches and preaches. I mean, to get anywhere, you have to work for free for a long time to show that you have the heart and have the drive and have the will to do it.
It's a different,
proof
it's a different mindset.
right there.
It's a different mindset than I think a lot of like we're in now in society.
Mm-hmm.
It's you prove it first, and then the worth comes.
Mm-hmm.
You don't come in first.
Well, yeah, it's like a lot of people have these kids get out of college. They're like, well, I have a college degree. I deserve to make $70,000 a year.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works there, Snowflake.
Grab a broom.
Yep, grab a broom. Oh, but you're only paying me $7 an hour. Grab a broom.
Yep.
You want to make less than that? Grab a broom. Just fucking go. Do it. Work your ass off.
But anyway, it's a great documentary, and people should check it out. Like hip hop or any of that kind of stuff or not, it's still a good story.
Well, and they go into more than hip hop,
of course.
Right? I mean,
of
they go into Manson and they go into all that stuff at that time, right?
Manson. Trent Reznor talks on there.
Right.
Tom Petty. Who else? Bruce Springsteen is talking, as well as Stevie Nicks. It's a cool show.
Oh, somebody has a question for Barry. Question from Dave Patterson. Do you prefer writing music scores for movies or rock songs or other genre?
Rock. I still do some, but for a while I was working with a company here, which at the time was called Bridge Compositions, a bunch of friends of mine, and then they partnered with a big music supervision company called Format Music. So now that it's all merged and it's called Math Club. Now that story's out of the way, I at the time when I started with them, I wrote whatever was needed. So it may have been disco, it may have been I wrote a country song for Pauly Shore of all people.
Oh wow! I'm trying to get Pauly on this show.
Yeah.
I would like to. I would love to have him at my next live show, which is obviously next month.
Yeah.
At the Other Door.
But then, I've done stuff that was more pop, more Rihanna-ish kind of stuff and like that. And then just got to the point where time was, busy. And the rock stuff is what I prefer. And I mean, really, what is rock, though? I mean, it's, it's all over the place. But
right.
Yeah, it could be anything. But, recently one of my songs that I wrote in 2012 was made it into the Lego Batman movie as Batman's theme song.
Right. I just saw you. Didn't you just receive a copy of that?
I got it on vinyl.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. But yeah, I mean, the rock stuff's cool, and it's just really kind of where I prefer to stay.
Okay. Since you opened up this can, what do you define as rock?
Well, see, exactly. It could be, I mean, I think the Anatomy record. Of course, you don't. Unless you've seen the show, you don't know. But you saw the show.
I did. Rock and roll.
It's just rock and roll. It's there's slow, vibey kind of songs in there. There's the radio version type songs, and there's just driving. Everything's got a little bit of a punk undertone or a little bit of a Zeppelin undertone to it, and. I don't know. It
kind of sounds like the new LA Guns record.
Right?
It's not all over the place, but it sounds like classic LA Guns.
Right.
Johnny played a song for me in the car on the way over here, and I totally hear this grinding punk thing underneath it.
Oh, wow.
It's cool.
Let me ask you this.
It's a fresh thing. I mean, you have Phil and Tracy together. LA Guns, you're going to get that sound regardless.
Right.
But then you have three new guys. It's kind of a fresh, and we're all songwriters.
Yep. Yeah. Michael Grant. I mean, fucking A.
Right. He's handsome.
He's handsome.
Damn handsome.
I'm going to say this. When I was at that show at the Rose and jerking off to him playing on stage because he's so damn
literally.
Hot. Right. When him and Tracy were doing those dueling solos together, it's just like these guys are a well-oiled machine.
But they have a great chemistry together.
They do.
It's like a lot of people are like, well, I guess they're doing it for the buck. Well, yeah, we do.
Who doesn't?
Make a living.
Who doesn't?
Exactly.
But Phil and Tracy are genuinely happy together. You see that on stage. They look like Joe Perry and Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
Together. Sharing the mic at times and then with the chemistry of Michael and Tracy, it's phenomenal. You have two different types of guitar players,
right.
but two amazing guitar players.
Right. Absolutely.
That's
And
what
it works.
It does, and that's what's so cool about the Anatomy is Kemble and I are two completely different types of guitar players,
Right.
But when it's together, it just works, and neither one of us cares about the spotlight. It just happens, you know.
And Barry's drummer is phenomenal, and that's what I was going to say about Shane. He's a phenomenal drummer as well in LA Guns. That always helps.
Always.
When you have a great drummer behind you, you can basically do anything that you want.
And, this is the thing that I noticed, too, and even at that Hair Nation Fest show, is that you can tell that Phil and Tracy are actually happy to be doing this. It wasn't the forced Dave kissing Eddie on the cheek in the first Van Halen
It's organic,
tour.
man. Yeah.
Right.
Which sometimes a break can bring that on.
Right, and then in
Absolutely.
September, we've played, my God, we've been to England already. I'm sorry, getting to go closer. We played England, we've toured the U.S., we've done a Frontiers Festival in Italy. Frontiers is our label. And since our first show in September, that love is still as genuine as it was back then now.
Well,
It's just-
even going back to that show, I remember that was like everybody was excited to see that.
Right.
Because that was the first time in how many years that those two had been on as LA Guns. Because they've played together, like,
Right.
just randomly. But,
I want to say 15 years.
Yeah.
But it could have been longer.
yeah. Well, and the thing that the vibe that I got from Tracy, and I don't think he was bullshitting me when I had him on the show a couple years ago. That's when he said, yeah, me and Phil are writing right now.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, look, we're like brothers. Brothers fight. But it doesn't mean that we hate each other.
Right.
It's just, we just can't be in a band together right now.
I think the timing was perfect with all of this.
Yeah.
It all came at the right time. I mean, I was just playing in Tracy's solo band along with Frankie and the Studs.
Right.
And that's when they're like, hey, we're going to be doing a show. Let's start learning a little more LA Gun songs. And that show was, complete success. I mean, our future wasn't, it wasn't due to that, like the outcome of that show. But it's been a whirlwind. It just started snowballing after that.
How did it feel at that first show compared to how it feels now? Is that a weird question?
No, because it still kind of feels the same. I know what to expect out of it a little bit more, out of a show, but still the audience doesn't because they're seeing this for the first time in years. So that excitement, I'm still feeding off of that from everywhere that we play.
And I notice your microphone gets lower and lower and lower.
Oh, are you talking about this one or the one?
No, the one when you're playing, but this one too.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Because Johnny's pretty much doing the split up on stage when he's singing with LA Guns, But
there are times when unfortunately Phil may be in the way of Michael's microphone, and Michael has to use mine.
I've been there. I've done that with you, jamming before, and
Right.
it's just like, no, just go ahead. Johnny can do it.
Scott Strickland says, can't wait to see the Guns on the Monsters of Rock cruise.
Oh, yeah, we're real excited.
That's right.
about
We
that
should
one.
talk about the Monsters of Rock cruise because there are still some cabins available. It's not sold out yet, but it's getting closer. I think a month ago they were at about 80% sold out. So the cabins are going. What are you excited to see?
Steve Harris.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never met him. I've seen Maiden a million times, but I've heard his what's his solo band? Steve Harris's British Lion.
Yes,
I believe
yes,
it
yes.
is. Yeah, it's good stuff, but it's just
You're so used to hearing him do Maiden that hearing
I'm
him
that
do something
10-year-old
else.
kid though. When I found out that he was on the cruise, going to be on the cruise, I became a 10-year-old kid all over again. It's just I'm really looking forward to just stalking him. I've seen the other bands a million times. I'm friends with a lot of the guys, but Steve Harris, man, that's just the legend. That's when I first started playing bass. Steve Harris, Iron Maiden, those were the songs that I learned.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a picture of Gene Simmons, wanted to be that, but to learn the bass, Steve Harris was one of the best.
Well, I think the beauty about the cruise, and Barry, you've been on one of them, and I want to get your thoughts on this too. It's like, we know all these people, and we've seen all these people play millions of times, but the fact that you're stuck there with them, you get to hang out with your friends and see your friends play, over 4 days.
Right.
It's pretty badass.
It's super cool, and from the fans' perspective, the people that pay the money to go on these cruises, what a better vacation.
Right.
You know, you can just see it. They're, like you just said, they're able to see all the bands twice.
Yeah.
And a lot of special impromptu performances.
Right.
Unplugged performances, you name it, whatever it may be.
And they get to walk. The fans get to walk amongst their idols.
Right.
They're eating.
They run into them at the restaurant.
They're standing in line at the buffet right next to them.
Right next to Chad.
I love Chad.
I love
Ace,
Chad.
on the other hand.
Ace, we have a little problem with right now, little brother.
He's at dinner, by the way. He said,
is he?
yeah, he was like, I want to call in. I'm like, well, why don't you FaceTime? He's all, oh, you want to hear what he said? I'm just going to tell you.
Absolutely.
I'm all FaceTime after dinner. He's all FaceTime. Yuck. Ha ha. Can't I just call in like a normal adult? I'm just wondering when he
doesn't
became
have
a normal adult.
It just means he doesn't have his eyeliner on.
Right?
Oh, poor AC Poo. Scotty says it's mind-blowing. Such an awesome time buying them shots.
Right.
And you know, like you said, it's like everybody. Look, the artists are there for the same reason that you are.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they want to see.
They
want to
see other,
too, and they want to hang out with their friends.
I'll tell you, I can never get sick of seeing Kicks.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw them when I
Right.
was a teenager, and every single time I see them, it brings me back. But it's just I'm still a fan, and they're amazing live.
Right.
They are good, and that was the first time that cruise last year. Was the first time I've seen them since a kid, and there's something about when you see a band that's been together for a long time, and being a guitar player, to watch two guitar players that just are so organically together.
But
Right.
they're two different guitar players. Once
that's
again,
they're two completely different guitar players.
Yeah.
But the way that works together, it's pretty special.
Yeah, it really is a beautiful thing.
that's a band that should have been over the top. You know.
Oh, I know. Well, I
It's
mean
sad. I mean, great songs. I just and they aren't up there just being a nostalgia act.
Right. Exactly.
They aren't
They're
like-
putting on a show.
They're doing it for real.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Did you ever play with Brian Forsyth at any?
No, I didn't play with him the night that he came to the show. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
But
I
was
got
there.
a chance to play,
Yeah.
I believe, Cold Blood with him.
Yeah.
Brian's awesome. We were on the same. When
great
I was in the
dude.
Chelsea Smiles, after we were on Capitol Records, we signed to Acetate and Rhino Bucket.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Is
that's
on that
right. He
label.
was in Rhino Bucket.
So we used to do a bunch of shows together. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Just kind of getting to know him.
Well, he was on the show like a couple months ago, and I think the Kicks camp is probably mad at me now because one of the guests or one of the listeners had a very great idea because Kicks plays twice on the boat. Why not have one set be all requests?
Right.
You know, and it's like, oh, that would be cool. It's like, yeah, but now you have to learn songs you probably haven't fucking played in
Right.
25 years.
Yeah, it'd
you
be
know?
hard. Yeah.
But it would be it's like, but that's the beauty of the boat is they can do stuff like that, you know.
Right.
But I mean, going back to the just the fan perspective, I mean that's bang for the buck, and that's one of the reasons that I do the Cruiser Jam, and I'm able to mix artists in with the Cruiser, so it's like it's cool for the bands because they get to play with the fans,
Right.
and it's amazing for the fans is because they get to play with the fucking artists,
Which is
you
the-
know.
What were you going to say?
Well, it's just it's not like going to a show and maybe you were fortunate enough to get a backstage pass or a meet and greet where you're shuffled in, take a photo, and out. You're spending 4 days with these people.
Yeah, because these artists can't hide. They
Yeah,
have nowhere to go.
right. Yeah.
Right. Well, and the ones that do, and this is the thing that the artists need to remember, and some of them don't remember, if you hide and all of a sudden you're the white buffalo.
Yeah.
You know, you poke your head
Very
out,
very
then all of a
easily.
sudden, bam,
Exactly.
you're fucking. But you look at the Faster Pussycat guys who are constantly up on the pool deck.
Yeah.
You can't go up on the pool deck without running into a member of Faster Pussycat.
Yeah.
And it's
But you know what? Also,
oh, fuck, dudes, how you doing, Bubba?
what I saw too was that the fans, they're also respectful.
Yeah, absolutely.
That they're not hoarding the musicians or following them around on onshore excursions
Right.
and stuff like that. It's everybody. It's a cool time. It was a fun time for me, and it was a super eye opening. Like, oh my god, this is cool.
Well, we've talked about this before. I did the Kiss cruise with Adler.
Yeah.
That was amazing. It was us, Skid Row, Kiss,
Scotty Hill's going to be on the show coming up sometime
Nice.
too. Yeah, good dude.
He is.
a band called the Number 13s out of Miami. Great guys. And big rock show with Jeremy Asbrock and a few of those guys. What are you burping? What are you doing?
Yes, I was burping.
Awesome. Just let it go next time.
That's the first time I've ever seen Izzy hold back
any flatulence,
any kind of noise coming out of the body.
Right.
Oh
Not
my god!
giving
Oh my
it
god!
any push.
Okay. We're going to think about that for 1 second.
We're not just going to think about it. We're going to live it.
We're going to live it. So, I don't know if you guys have been watching. I'm Dying Up Here. It's on Showtime. It's about stand-up
I
comics. It's about stand-up comics in the 70s.
I've heard about it.
I've heard about it.
Comedy store.
I've heard it.
Well, I watched it last night, and there was this scene where these two broke comics are out on this double date with these gals. That one of them was doing a stand-up at a double A meeting, Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. So he met these two gals, and he's like, they agreed to go out with him and his friend.
Gals, what are they, like 90 years old?
Yes, absolutely. So they're sitting there, and these guys don't have a lot of money because they're fucking comics, right? And so, like, okay, we can go to this restaurant and we can just get 4 cheeseburgers, and we'll have enough money to pay for us, and it'll be fine. Well, then the waiter's like, well, would you like to hear the specials? And the guys are like, no, just 4 cheeseburgers and we'll be set. And of course the gals go, well, why don't you tell us about the specials? Well, we have the steak and lobster for $9.99. Oh, we'll take that, both of them. So these guys are like, oh, fuck, what are we going to do? So they walk away from the table and they're bitching at each other. And the waiter comes by and goes, and they're like, dude, you totally fucked us. And you'll see where I'm getting at here in a second. But you totally fucked us. I mean, we had money for 4 cheeseburgers and now there's steak and lobster. We don't know what we're going to do. He's like, well, you can do this fucking hot wing challenge where if you eat the bucket of hot wings in 15 minutes, that meal's free, but you still have to pay for the gals. Like, okay, we'll do that. So these guys are just huffing down these fucking hot wings. They're just shits all over. They're just sweating. And then all of a sudden the girls go, well, you know, we're in AA, so we can't have sex for a year. And these guys are just like, wait a minute. So sex is completely off the table. Yeah, we're in AA. We can't have sex. It sucks. So then the fat guy just lets fucking this huge fart go.
That he'd been holding the whole time.
That he'd been holding the whole time. And she's like, did you just do that? He's like, yeah, and I'm hoping you don't remember that a year from now. But it was fucking great. Why don't you guys play us out? We're going to take a short little break again. And we're going to get some listener feedback and finish the show up. It's another fucking podcast.
Arcade brings Minnesota and surrounding areas arcade games from the days gone by. All of those great games from pizza joints and arcades are available in cocktail units and custom machines. Dozens of favorites from your youth in one machine to complete your game room or man cave. Retro Arcade also sells and services your favorite pinball machines. Find them at facebook.com/80arcade. That's facebook.com/80arcade. Retro Arcade. Your youth is just one click away.
Oh, yeah! Ooh! You know, I am going to say, this. Even at that low of a volume, that beater sounds fucking amazing.
It does. And check this out.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. It cleans up nicely.
Yeah. That's just pulling back on the volume.
It's nice.
It's fucking beautiful. I do want to give a quick shout out to A&P Productions Laser Engraving Division. They make my, I call the roadie pack. We've got these beautiful little flasks.
Those are cute.
Yeah. We have Zippos, and it also comes with bottle openers. Perfect for a roadie, right? They all have the logo on it, and he can personalize these when you order them and throw your name on it. I've got a few coming for some past guests who really, really want one, like Frankie Clark and Doug Pinnock. So we got some flasks coming for those guys, but you can go to A&P Productions Laser Engraving Division. If you need something engraved, laser style, they can do it. He does it on guns. He does it on everything. Get in touch with them. A&P Productions Laser Engraving division. And they'll get you guys taken care of, and then you can order the roadie pack. I think they're $30 for a flask, a Zippo, and some fucking some bottle openers.
That's one hell of a deal.
That is a smoking deal. That is fucking great. A&P Productions Laser Engraving Division. All right, let's get to some listener feedback here as we are going. Lynn Davidson, ready to see Faster Pussycat, LA Guns, and Thunder. I cannot wait to see Thunder. I have never seen Thunder live because I don't think they've played in the United States. I don't think they've ever played in the United States other than a record release party when that Backstreet Symphony record came out, which is amazing, by the way. Scott Strickland, I want to cook with rock stars, and be on Chad's team. Well, Chad wins every year. Dave Patterson says, this one's for each of us. What is your favorite venue to play a show, and which is your favorite to see a show?
Ooh. Locally?
I think just in general.
Oh, shit.
That's a tough one. I obviously haven't played the venues that you guys have played.
I think let's have Johnny take this one.
Oh, but I've played venues where there's a wow factor. Wow,
Yeah.
I just played this, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's my favorite.
Right.
But then again, I'm difficult, so
no, you should have seen the rider from when we played on the last Monsters of Rock cruise. Well, I need this and I need this, but it can only be this.
No, I said I can't do that. I can't do that. And then later on in the evening, when you came to my cabin, I'm like, "Whoa, I can't do that."
Yeah, you could.
I ended up.
Of course
not.
Oh, for Lotso!
Oh no!
Oh! He just says lurking.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Falazzo, if you're just checking in, you missed the whole segment on Soundcheck Live that we talked about. Most of it was ripping on you and your Frohawk, but and never letting me play. But no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course.
It's always funny when the the format the Soundcheck Live is. It's amazing how on time it runs.
Oh, I know.
But every now and then there's something that is just in the moment and the song just needs to keep going. So, there's times
right. And I'm going to take personal credit for keeping that thing on time.
Yeah. Well, and you're good at that.
Because I am the mega host.
Which I think his alternative motive is to get this show done early so he can run around and gather people to play Kiss songs. Because there's like 10 minutes left of the show. Because that's what I always know when we're ahead of schedule. Because he's running around frantically trying to put a Kiss band together.
No, it's only when there's members of ACK in the house.
Actually, I was going to say that every time that Barry and I are there, and maybe even Chad.
Yeah.
Or
Chad or Dupke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss him.
I miss Dupke. I saw him the other night. I was working, and he was coming out of the whiskey after the Ultimate Jam. I'm like, "Oh my God, King! Oh my God, it's Mike Dupke!" He's like, "Who the fuck? Oh my God, it's Izzy!" I hadn't seen Dupke in a while, but yeah, Falazzo does an amazing job keeping that thing rolling, and I'm not just kissing his ass because he's actually listening.
Well, he's listening, so let's stroke him for a minute. He deserves it.
He really does.
The amount of effort that goes into putting that show on.
And I'm going to do a shot of Jack for you right now for Lotso.
Oh my God, it's already started. The amount of work that goes in, not just work, but the thought process that goes in behind the show, like who's going to play with who, what songs are going to be featured. The ride from the beginning, to the end of the show and the flow of the show, it's there's so much just thinking, that goes on. Right. But before even sitting down to learn a song that he's got to play.
Right. And I think we need to give some love to that fucking resident band.
Oh man.
Oh my God, Feckety and Carl Restivo and fucking playing the role of Derek Frank. And Glenn Sobel, and when Glenn's not around, obviously we get like Steve motherfucking Wilson or the Cookie Monster, Randy Cook.
Yeah,
I mean, just the people that he has,
just
top notch,
amazing players, amazing people.
Yeah,
that are so adaptable. I mean, that's what's great. I mean, Glenn Sobel, he's out with Alice. He's been with Alice for some time. He filled in for Tommy Lee, doing double duty for a while during that show. And Glenn says it time and time again, why he loves the night is because it takes him out of his element.
Right.
And it forces him to, to really concentrate. I mean, these guys, they'll be back before the show. They'll be back on their breaks, writing charts out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing to watch the musicianship that happens.
Ferlazzo says, best damn band, and I'll join you in a shot. And he's just stroking me, saying, yes, you are. Obviously talking about me and how great I am.
Did you ever hear how Ferlazzo and I met?
No, please tell me the story.
Oh, it's not super exciting, but it's just super odd, just how everything comes full circle and how we're all friends, just out of one meeting years ago, and we became friends later. I went to a focus group meeting in Santa Monica 12 years ago. This is when he was playing with Drama Gods.
And had long hair?
Yes, he did.
He looked like Gary Sharon. Come on,
Yes,
let's
he
just
did.
call it.
Yeah, I think I've texted the side by sides way too many times.
Yeah.
I was in the Chelsea Smiles, and just we met at a focus group and just kind of kept a little bit in touch. I think I Skyped him a couple times when he was playing out on the road when he first got with Avril. But then once again, it was the jam nights that brings everybody together,
Right.
where we kind of reconnected, and we're all really good, really good friends.
Good friend. I've made some of the best friends that I've had over my entire life.
Well, I met you guys.
Yeah.
Through-
Yeah, you guys
I don't
are
know if
just-
that's good for you.
Yeah,
but
you guys are just stuck with me now.
Yeah. Literally stuck. Like I'm stuck to this chair right now.
That's not my chair. The chair is from the outside. But and I know I say this a lot, but and I mean it. It's like to be able to do what I do. It's I still can't believe that I'm able to be a part of this night, and it is truly an honor. I still can't believe that some fucking slapdick from central Minnesota who moved out here on a fucking whim gets to do this. It used to be every week. Now it's once a month, and that's fucking great. And to meet the people I get to meet, and
people that you listen to growing
Yeah.
up, you can now call friends.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with the Monsters Cruise too. It's like I've met so many people that fucking. Who knew that I'd be friends with Jeff LaBar, and Eric Brittingham, these guys from Cinderella, and just it's like, and the people that I met through Soundcheck, and it's just like Chris Wise, and he plays with Ace fucking Frehley, my hero. It's fucking
good people. Good people attract good people,
Right,
And I think
exactly.
that's what this night is all about. And there's no egos. Fecady is a perfect example. I mean, the guy's a chameleon. He can play
I know.
anything, but he's also one of the first guys on stage that will look over and say, "No, you take a solo."
yeah.
Right.
But then there's Howie. And I say that jokingly, obviously, because we
love Howie.
We love Howie, and we love making fun of Howie because he gives it right back, or he's usually the first to give it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
He is,
Yeah.
He is, and he can take it. He's good to get into a battle with.
That's what he said.
I think he hugged me once, though. He did.
What?
Grab
I
my
got a
butt
hug.
once.
You got a hug from Howie Simon.
Howie, if you're listening,
Oh, he's not.
You know it's true. You know the love is there. He actually, my best friend Chad, who lives up in Oregon, they were roommates together. That's the quick story. That's all I have about that. But apparently, once again, the small world of people.
Right.
It is. I mean, I'm at home today doing some work on my computer, and just to have noise in the background, I turn on, I see what's on, and I don't know, Audience Channel or something had Pink, a live tour show of Pink back in 2007. I'm like, well, there's Justin Derrico. He's played the night. There's Mark Schulman. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just weird now. I mean, in a cool
Right,
thing,
right.
And I mean, I see this old video of Shania Twain playing a live show. I'm like,
Access
there's
TV, I lose my mind. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have to take photos and text it to them. I'm all,
Yeah.
I'm all,
I mean,
watching you.
look. Are we good? Do we have a minute? Okay,
time,
yeah.
baby. We got time.
The last. This is a perfect example of that. The last Soundcheck live show back in June. I was scheduled to do a GNR tune. We were doing "You Could Be Mine,"
Right.
And I was playing with our other brother, Alex Kane. And I pull up a live video on YouTube just to check the parts and stuff, and it's GNR live in Paris in 1992,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, oh my god, there's Gilby, and so I paused it, I took a picture
Right.
of it and I sent it to him because, Gilby's another example, a person that I never would have thought I would be friends with Gilby, and I'm happy to call him a friend. And I texted him and I said, sometimes, dude, I forget, and,
Yeah.
And he laughs. He says, yeah. He goes, me too. And then I was like, well, by the way, do you still have that Les Paul? He goes, yeah, it's right in front of me. Can I borrow it? So I run to his house, I grab the guitar, and I get, play that song that night with Gilby's Les Paul that he used on that tour during this song. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, as a kid, why you don't think of that shit, and
I know.
when it happens, it's cool.
I know, and that's like you said, that's the beauty of that night, and that's the beauty of the cruises is your idols are now your peers.
Yeah, and us aside, even if you're a fan of music, those cruises are the best thing in the world.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, they have all different kinds.
It's the ultimate vacation.
Right. They
there's
have
the Moody
Kid Rock,
the Moody Blues,
Yeah,
cruise.
except I'm on the Moody Blues
The
cruise.
prog
I'm on
rock,
the Cruise to the Edge.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I can't count past 4. That was
Yeah.
we got it.
Yeah, you guys got it. You guys got it. But I can't fucking believe it. And then there's the Soundcheck Live, and even before that, when I got to host Ultimate Jam when it was at Lucky Strike, it's like I can't. I'm Leif Garrett is right here.
Yeah,
Right.
It's just little shit like that, and wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It's cool. And I think the take home from it is, out here and because of these jam nights that happen around town, you realize, one, just how much people just want to play. It doesn't matter if they're trying to get noticed or if they've been there and done that. They just want to play.
Absolutely.
And then after that, I think it's like this group effort of keeping live music happening.
Right.
In LA, in the city that where it all comes from.
Right.
I think there was a time where I did maybe 4 weeks in a row, and then when it split to 2 different jams, I think I played both of them a few weeks in a row or whatever. And some people asked, "Oh, you're doing that again?" Yeah, I just and it has nothing to do with me selling myself because I've got myself a great job. It's just I love playing with these different people. I love meeting them, and I just love playing in general.
Here's a little homework for the next Soundcheck Live, which is is it next Wednesday?
No, 2 weeks. It's
2 weeks
June.
when I'm gone.
2 weeks. That's right. And the special guest has not been announced yet. And of course we're waiting on that. But here's your homework. If you're listening and you are going, and this is for you too, bring Ferlazzo packets of mayonnaise because he loves mayonnaise.
Does he not love mayonnaise? Is that the deal?
He loves mayonnaise.
Okay, he loves. Oh, same thing. Christian Martucci from Stone Sour loves mayonnaise. Bring him not packets. Bring him jar after jar after motherfucking jar. Christian Martucci, Stone Sour, loves mayonnaise.
I would love to get fucking Corey Taylor on the show.
Yeah, you would.
I would. I really would. Ginger to ginger, Midwestern ginger to Midwestern ginger.
Right.
He's Iowegian. I'm Minnesotan. Oh, yeah. Ferlazzo, dude, really? Oh, my God. That is worth a...
Yeah.
All right. Ferlazzo, I love you. I got to give you shit.
Sound effects.
I know. We
I
can't.
know.
Johnny and I
Dude,
can't.
I
hear
don't.
him.
I can't even hear him.
Okay. All right.
I can't even hear him because the way
What kind
this
of a
board is.
rinky-dink run show is this?
Shut it. Dave Patterson, Mayo or Miracle Whip? Fuck you and your Miracle Whip.
He had the show dialed last time. You keep going on.
I know.
We're going to talk about you behind your ear.
Yeah, listen.
I was hearing boing.
Miracle
I saw
Whip.
pictures. It was great.
Yeah, I know,
Miracle
but-
Whip is like fucking
Now it's going down. I'm feeling better.
margarine. It's not the real thing. You do the real thing. Real fucking butter, whole milk. I can mayonnaise. Hear you getting fatter. No. This is actually.
I'll back you. Grass-fed butter is way better than I can't believe it's
right.
butter.
Absolutely.
Did you say breastfed butter?
I did not, but that's what I was thinking.
Look, this is the thing. I'm supposed to be starting this no sugar, no grain diet.
Awesome.
And
It'll be his 5th diet of the last
no. This is
2017.
This is actually how Ace lost 20 pounds in like 6 weeks. Fucking no sugar, no grain. And Vinny Tortorich, who was my last guest on the show, that's his diet.
I don't eat any of that stuff.
It's not good for you.
No, it's not.
If it's natural
really
sugar
not.
from fruit or something like that, you're fine. But
Right.
any additive sugar,
Right.
is
and
not good.
You should listen to this Vinny's podcasts, and especially Vinny Tortorich. If you're not familiar with who he is, he was on the show, the last show that I did. He's a regular on the Adam Carolla show, and he's got this diet called the No Sugar, No Grain diet, and he's got his podcast called Fitness Confidential. And have you seen Barry? Have you seen this this documentary on Netflix called?
I know what you're gonna say.
What the Health?
Yeah. Again, it's in my playlist.
I'm going to tell you this. I want you because listen to the podcast before or after you watch the documentary.
Yeah, Viviana just watched it, and she had nothing but great things to say about it.
Yeah,
she cut out so much shit out of her diet.
Yeah, but you know what? Almost everything that they say in that fucking thing is lies. That entire documentary, that entire documentary, and you can tell within 3 minutes of the beginning of it is a vegan propaganda fucking documentary. I mean, and Vinny breaks this down. He talks about the entire fucking thing, and he has a nutritionist on with him when he's talking about this and talking about the lies that they are saying about meat and about trying to promote veganism through this documentary. I mean, these vegan doctors are coming out and saying like, yeah, eating one egg is like smoking 5 cigarettes. I mean, vegan doctors are actually saying this like it's truth, and it's a bunch of fucking bullshit. I think that is complete bullshit.
Yeah, I think you have to, whether you're vegetarian, vegan, or you just are you're not one of those, and you eat anything, you pay attention to what you eat. You eat in moderation.
Absolutely.
I think that's one of the biggest things in America. We overeat.
Yeah.
You eat in moderations, and you know, there is something to be said about the organic side of food. And
absolutely,
without the pesticides, without, you know, some of the hormone injections and things like that in the chickens and all that kind of stuff. So, you just you gotta make sure your body gets what it needs.
Right. And this is the thing. If you're vegan or vegetarian, just do me this huge favor. Go to Vinny's site, and I'm not telling you not to be vegan or vegetarian, but under his sponsors and under his products, there is a vitamin B12 pill, and it is the purest B12 that you can get, and you need this because the only way that your body gets this vitamin is through red meat.
Yeah.
And your body needs it. I mean, you can say all you want about cholesterol. Your body creates cholesterol. You need B12, and get that into your diet, whether it's shots. But if you want the purest form of it, and he talked about it when he was on the show a couple weeks ago, he has the purest form of B12 pills, and that's what you need.
There's a great book out there, and I don't read many books, and I'm slow on it, but I get it, what it's about. But it's called How to Eat for Your Blood Type.
I've heard about that.
It's pretty amazing because it talks about different blood types. How there's certain types of foods that they have trouble digesting with, or storing, or moving on. You know, all that kind of stuff, and it's pretty interesting to see. And then try and relate that to your current diet, and you know, if some of that stuff is affecting you or not.
My body actually doesn't break down vitamins very well, so I go in when I'm home from tour. I actually have to get an IV of vitamins once a week.
Oh, wow.
B12, a lot of B vitamins. Something called the MTHFR gene. It's a real thing. Look it up. Google that shit.
Is that like Jordache gene?
Yeah.
No. Because I threw him off. That's
God.
why.
But yeah, I get that. I have to have an IV once a week and so that is the purest form of vitamins right there.
Well, I'm just talking about just the B12. What Vinny? Because
I don't know Vinny.
You should know. You should know Vinny. You should know Vinny. His B12. If you go to the store and just buy like B12, any fucking vitamin, there's a lot of filler in it. because it brings the cost down. It's the same thing with fucking McDonald's meat and Taco Hell and yada,
cocaine.
yada, yada. Cocaine, yeah. That's actually how he describes it.
Right.
He describes it as cocaine. And actually, he's got this...
Because of the energy that he gets from it? Or
No.
the example of cutting?
It's the cutting of it.
Yeah.
And he also, there's this olive oil that he promotes that is like the purest thing you can get. And like olive oil you get over here, it's the same thing. They add lamp oil, they add all this shit. It's even if it's like the
read the ingredients.
Right,
that is
right.
so key. You know, peanut butter, for example.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Right.
When you see when you get a peanut butter label that says peanuts and sea salt,
Penis.
you're good.
penis.
So we
hold
are
on,
peanut
hold on.
butter and penis.
Hold on. Dave Patterson says, I'm dipping sticks of Land O'Lakes into Hellman's right now.
Awesome.
That is awesome. Lori Nickel, I get to order my Another Effing Podcast shirt tonight. To hell with my liver. I love it. And thank you, Don Jameson, for coining that phrase that is on the back of my Drunken Summit shirts right now. You guys got anything else? You want to keep going?
Let's keep. I can keep going. You?
Yeah, I mean, if they're not tired of listening to us, we can
I
go a
don't
little
think
longer.
so. I mean, it's we're hour and 26 minutes in.
Wow.
I'm still functioning.
I am. Well, yeah, that's right. You've been drinking.
Well, I've only had 2 shots and like half a beer.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. It's
My
not like
my grandma drinks that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Her mom goes to college. Napoleon Dynamite rules. Oh my god.
Oh, LA Guns just got a show in Santiago, Chile.
Oh, really?
It's a little festival-ish kind of thing. The first night is Guns N' Roses and The Who.
Oh, wow.
And the second night is Aerosmith, Def Leppard, and LA Guns.
Nice.
So that's not bad. So if you happen to be in Santiago, Chile on September 30th, come and say hi.
And
Thank
do
you.
that. Because you know what? I might have listeners in Santiago. You never know.
Right? You should.
You never know. I don't know.
Buenos
I might.
dias.
Buenos dias, motherfuckers. Okay. I mean, what else is on your fucking minds here? We got any more listener feedback?
LA Guns is playing the Whiskey this Friday.
That is right. That is right. Can I send a photographer down for a story on? We'll do it on the website.
We'll talk with
We'll
Scotty
talk-
afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I don't see why not. But
Right.
So yeah, that's this Friday, July 21st, at the Whiskey, West Hollywood,
That's right.
in Los Angeles.
I'm gonna try to go. I just have to buy a ticket. We'll see.
It's,
Yeah. I mean, I want to.
I can
buy a
you can
ticket.
sleep your way in.
That's hot.
Like you've never
not.
done that before.
Yeah, just ask Ace Von Johnson. Wait, what?
Oh, that guy.
That guy is Ace done with dinner? Scott Strickland says, I'm liking it. Back to the health thing. As a touring artist, how hard is it to keep your fitness if you do that thing?
Hard, right?
If you do what?
If to keep your fitness and your
On tour.
and your healthy eating.
Everywhere, every restaurant has a chicken salad. So if you can't find it exactly what you want to eat, you can just eat that.
And Johnny Carey,
I don't drink. I don't.
but he does carry his own hot sauce.
Occasionally, you'll have a sip now and then, but
No, it's been.
yeah. I said that's why I said
Yeah.
occasionally.
But he carries his own hot sauce. So
I do.
Yes,
yeah.
he does.
And
That's
I've
what-
had this hot sauce, and it is
Right.
hot as a motherfucker.
You know who else carries their own hot sauce? Hillary Clinton.
There you go.
So you're just going to kill
You got
people.
that going for
You're
you.
going to kill people. Jokes,
Oh, but anyways,
people.
how do you
They're
keep the
jokes.
same regimen while
Yeah,
you're on tour?
yeah.
You just exercise when you can, and I guess just eat what you can to survive. There's a lot of Walmarts out there. If you stop,
There is a lot of Walmarts. Mhm.
Yep.
Don't knock the Walmart. The Walmart.
not knocking the
No, I
Walmart.
know. I'm just saying nobody should knock the Walmart. The Walmart's it's good. It's good stuff.
I tell you what, that Walmart that we have here in Burbank is actually nice.
Yeah.
Wait a
And-
minute. There's a Walmart in Burbank?
Yeah,
where-
it's over by the Target
I've
and
been
the
gone.
Outback Steakhouse, and it's on Empire over on Victory.
I just thought the only one I knew was off of Roscoe over there by Galpin.
Yeah, no, this
Yes,
is
Bo Bachman. That was a plug for Galpin, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Jaguar, Aston Martin, Honda, and Kia.
all right. Can I have some money for that, please? Thank you very much. Yeah, it's over in that fucking that strip mall down there.
I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. That was for Scott Strickland, the Aboot. You know, my Canadian listeners. I like them and stuff. I like all my listeners.
The Anatomy. What else you guys have any shows? What's coming up?
The guys are all getting off of their separate tours, off their runs that they have right now. And then, yes, we'll be planning a show, I think, in late September, I think is what we're looking at. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but the plan is to finish up with the record and have it out ready to go by then. It's going to be good.
Great. Yeah, hopefully I'm in town. I know that a few weeks off in September, but I got to do that South American thing at the very end. So let's try booking that before then.
Yeah. Just on Johnny's schedule.
I will text Johnny.
I've missed so
to
many
find
shows.
his schedule.
I'm blessed to be working, but I missed the Iron Maiden shows.
Yeah.
And they would hit towns that I was in, or I had just been there right before I got there.
Thank you for Lotso. The Empire Plaza is where the Walmart is.
There we are. Thank you so much.
And that's, of course, also where the Krispy Kreme is.
I don't know. All right, then. I'll just take your word for it.
Krispy Kreme gives me a boner.
Let's not talk about Krispy Kreme then right now.
If I could...
Because I'm sitting too close to you.
If there's I had this discussion with some of my passengers once when I was driving Lyft. If we could... How much money would you pay to go through the thing where they glaze the donuts and then have hot chicks lick it off of you? Or have a hot chick go through that and lick it off of her?
I'm picturing you going through it right now. I'm not picturing a hot chick lick it off of you, but I am picturing you go through it.
Dave says, I've seen many guys carrying kettlebells on the bottom of the bus. Well, that sounds very kinky, sir. Scott Strickland, ha, ha, ha. Not sure what that's about.
Izzy, do you know what a kettlebell is?
I do.
Okay.
I used to, lift weights. I did, believe it or not.
12
I used to,
ounces at a time.
No, I'm serious. I used to have a trainer, and...
you were a hockey guy.
I was a hockey... Well, I never played. When I was a kid, I played.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the photos.
But no, it's like that picture of me and the mankini, the original one with the gal.
I got it. I
try not to remember that.
I was with Rockin' 101 at the time, and we worked out a deal with one of the local gyms up in St. Cloud, and we had professional trainers twice a week for a month, and I was a fat motherfucker, fatter than this when we started, and I got down to what you saw. I had lost 15 pounds and actually got a little definition. Just a little, not a lot, just a little.
Look,
bit.
Bless you for that, but there is no amount of pounds available to lose to be worth seeing that photo of you ever again.
Oh, it's hot and you know it.
When was the last time you wore that outfit?
He's wearing it right now.
No, it's hanging back there. It's hanging right back there.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, God, it is right there.
There it is.
It is.
I think the next time it is going to be worn, if this actually happens, Aiden Ashley, porn star and merch gal for Faster fucking Pussycat Bubba, she was on the show, and we had discussed doing a drunken summit with topless porn stars. And she said, I can make that happen, but you have to wear the mankini.
That's too many pictures in my head right now.
Yeah, but topless porn stars.
Male porn stars?
No.
Okay.
All right, very well. So
Yeah, it just got deadly quiet in here.
Sam Bam! Hey, Sam Bam!
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
What's up, Sam? Glad you could join us this late into the show. It's very, very, very pleasurable to talk to you,
Let's
sir.
talk about Sam for a minute.
Let's talk about Sam Bam Colton.
You talk about nice people,
but
good
he needs-
people,
And talented.
but he needs to learn to form a hat. Barry.
No, Sam, do not listen to Izzy.
No. Be a man. Form your hat. This flat bill, I wish I was in a rap band
I
thing has to
have
stop.
nothing against a formed hat. I have some
Izzy
formed
does
hats.
not like
Then
rap.
you need to start wearing
and I
them.
can wear both.
Right.
Shut up, you.
And no. Well, at least it's not fucking Sublime. Sam Bam. Sam Bam goes,
Not rap. What?
oh, I've been there, and oh no.
Sam, keep the flat bill. Looks good on you.
Oh, Lori says about the Aiden and Ashley podcast. I remember that podcast. Steamy. It was hot.
Oh,
and
gosh.
fuck you and your flat bills for life, Sam Bam.
Oh man, Sam's getting hated on.
That was Sam saying that.
Oh, that was
okay.
Sam saying it.
That
Yes,
was Sam saying that. Yes,
Sam.
yes.
Sam says what? Twice fast? I don't know.
Flat bills for life. And he spelt life with a Y.
See,
So very ghetto of you,
Right.
sir.
but
And he says, thanks, Barry. You too.
yes. Sam, though, if you ever get a chance to see Sam play, it is truly it's a beautiful thing. He's an amazing player, very
Right.
versatile. I think Sam, may be one of those guys that even like myself, that the Soundcheck Live and the weekly jam stuff has broadened the I don't know what the right word is. Horizons, right?
There you go.
Expanded the playing and
Yeah.
and the talent. and
I
all that
could
stuff.
do that if Ferlazzo would let me, but he won't.
But
Pardon me,
he's
go on.
let you play and sing.
Yeah,
What
on my
would you-
birthday.
We did some. You did some Elvis, which was pretty amazing on one of the Halloween shows, right?
that's- Well, no, that was
Well, that was Ultimate Jam.
that was Ultimate Jam, but we did.
And Mitch Perry, man, I was sitting in front of Mitch Perry. I got to give love to Mitch Perry because he's a phenomenal guitar player. And I was
Right.
setting because my role on that Elvis tune was to take your glasses, I believe, or
I think so.
or give you the guitar or something.
yeah, to take the guitar.
Yeah, take the guitar, and,
Take the
I'm
guitar.
sitting in front of Mitch and listening to him do the chicken picking and,
I
and all
know.
these
No,
things,
Mitch is
and I
amazing.
was just like,
And
oh my gosh,
like I
this
said,
guy.
I like to give Ferlazzo shit because he's let me sing before. We did That's All Right when we did the acoustic style.
Yes, that was fun.
And then on my
in a circle, like
like on the 68 comeback.
yeah.
Yes, Ferlazzo, I'm getting there, buddy. That he let me curate my birthday.
That's right.
And that was fucking amazing too. That was awesome. I just like to give Ferlazzo shit. It's a shtick.
It's a
You
good
know, I
thing.
know he'll use me when the time is right. And that's what she said. Oh my God.
Party time.
All right.
Is that another sound effect that we can't hear?
Yeah, it was Courtney saying party time.
Okay. Why don't we have our own sound effect? John?
We'll get there.
Courtney's got one.
Courtney's got one, yeah, which I probably need to get rid of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't use it. I don't know, but what can I say? You guys need a fucking sound effect. There has to be at least a Johnny Martin sound effect,
There has to be.
but it can't be forced.
No. It can't be forced. It's always
Ferlazzo, you know I love you, buddy. And it is funny when we do this shtick on stage. People get a kick out of it if they're actually paying attention. What else do we got?
I don't know. What do you have coming up?
What do I have coming up? I
you
got
said
the cruises.
you have Bruce Kulick.
Bruce Kulick next Sunday night, not right here, but at the other door, so you guys can come down and check that out live in person. Be a live studio audience. No laugh tracks. It's all real, believe it or not. You guys can come down to the other door in North Hollywood to check that out. No cover, just be 21 or over. Come down and drink and have fun.
Right.
See, there
That's
you go.
the Izzy.
There's the Izzy that you know and love. Yeah, come down and check it out. DJ Wells going to be my second mic / co-host / producer for the evening. It's going to be fun. And I got some other shit that I'm working on that hasn't been confirmed yet, so I'm not going to, I'm not going to spread it too much. Because I'm used to not being able to spread
And that's
it.
what she always says.
Right. Oh, Kim!
To Izzy.
Kim!
Is that
Kim-
Soundcheck Live mom, Kim Filazzo?
Yes, it is. Hey guys, just checking in to say hi and that we miss you. Well, we miss you too.
Yeah, let's give Kim a big shout out. She toaster.
Tom,
we're
toast.
doing a
I'm
toast
toasting
to Kim right now.
Toasting to Kim right now.
Everybody right now.
I'm out.
She's always there every single show.
Right.
She always prepares a nice spread of snacks backstage for the players. She's always in charge of the birthday cards, and it just
Right.
it wouldn't be the same. Wouldn't be the same without her. And
Yeah,
she makes some
absolutely.
amazing guacamole.
She does make amazing. No, I thought that was store-bought. I
What?
think she said that was store-bought guac.
Well, she buys amazing store-bought guacamole.
Yes,
But she has made dip, spinach dip. She's made
Yes,
before.
yes, she
It's
has.
delicious.
I usually avoid it when it's all vegetables. Next time you do all veggies,
I've seen you eat the veggies.
no, you have not.
I have seen you eat
No,
the
you've
veggies.
seen me eat
Don't
the
lie.
fruit. You've seen me eat the fruits.
Maybe so.
If we had like cut up bell peppers, I would eat those.
Okay, there you go. Special order.
Yeah, she said store-bought quack. Store-bought guac there, Kim. You spelled it quack. Are you drinking as much Jack Daniels as I am right now? The thing I love about Kim is I have somebody to talk about Days of Our Lives too.
Oh no, you don't even know.
Are you a fan?
Not any. Well, I never watch it anymore. But
Why not?
I used to be.
because my mom watched.
As a
We're
kid.
talking like freaking Stefano DiMera and freaking
Aren't they all still on the show?
the Hortons.
Well, Stefano died in real life.
Yeah.
So the Phoenix will not rise again unless they have somebody playing that character, but they can't.
we may have even talked about this. I'm not sure, but Victor Kiriakis.
Yeah. And his
in
daughter,
real life,
his daughter Rachel.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Jennifer Aniston is Victor Kiriakis' daughter. Yes, if you did not know that, but I'm sure that you did because that is weird and wild stuff. Oh, yes. Haha. Bo and Hope. Unfortunately, Bo died on the show.
Did he?
Yeah.
But he's coming back.
No, he comes back just like Dr. Dan comes back. They come back as a ghost, and Jack comes back as a ghost now too.
Jack to what's her name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was Bo? I can't remember. Was that Patch?
No, that's Steve.
Patch is back from the dead.
Patch is
Okay.
Steve, right?
Patch is Steve,
And he's back from the dead?
Steve and Kayla, yes.
Steve
Wow.
and Kayla.
Yeah. Bo was a cop.
Oh, I remember.
He had the beard,
Yeah.
and then the original Bo left, and they had a different Bo that was like,
that was an odd look. That was
yeah, and he was like
that's-
all buff, and the original Bo wasn't buff. He was just a biker guy, with a mullet and fucking a beard and shit.
Did you know that? Okay, remember Psycho from Stripes? Do you remember when he was on Days of Our Lives?
Yeah, as Nick the Pimp.
That's it.
Ah.
That was Psycho. Fuck, I didn't even realize that.
See? What's
until
up?
you just said it.
Huh?
That was fucking Psycho.
Yeah.
And if you touch me,
I'll
I'll kill you. Settle down, Francis. Yes, Patch is back. Patch is back. Been back for a long time. When Jack found him, when Jack was still alive.
So I'm trying to think. I haven't seen it in years. Which Hortons are like really dead?
Well, Tom and Alice, obviously.
Well, Tom was the dude. What was his real name? He was the guy who was like sands through the hourglass.
Yeah, he's the
guy.
voiceover guy.
Yep.
Yeah. And they still use his voiceover,
Right.
Which is awesome.
And that's still on.
Yeah, it's still on.
That's crazy.
Still on. I still watch it. It's on DVR in case I miss it.
You're shitting me.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I ain't bullshitting. I'm addicted. What can I say? Look, this is my thing. There's a new episode every day. 5 days a week. The chicks are hot.
That's a great job to have, right?
Right.
Imagine, like people make fun of soap opera actors and actresses.
They're in it for
That's
life.
a steady job and it's great money.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's the other side of it too, which is you get into fucking Curtis Armstrong, who was Booger.
Right. What
You're
about him?
you're that
You're that guy
You're
forever.
stereotyped as that character.
You know, he did pretty good on Supernatural though, playing.
Oh, he was amazing in fucking Better Off Dead and One Crazy Summer.
No. I'm talking just the past few years. He was in Supernatural as. Come on, people, give me. Oh, we need to call him back on the Ace thing. What was?
I think we need to call Ace.
While Johnny's thinking that, I saw Booger at LAX.
Really?
A couple of years ago. I was picking up my daughter, I think, at the airport, and he was picking up his mom. and I saw him at the bottom of the stairs, and I had to do it. Just had to do it.
Of course.
I looked at him. I looked at him. I go, "We got Bush."
Oh no, you didn't.
I did.
Curtis Armstrong.
I did.
That's his name.
Oh my god. Dude, did you see who I picked up from the airport a couple weeks ago?
No, I don't follow you on social media.
I don't blame you. Fucking the soup Nazi.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, and that's another one of those guys. Like he's forever the soup Nazi.
I mean, how many times do you think the guy in public gets that "no soup for you"? You know, I mean, it's like, and here I was that guy.
Wherever he goes,
yeah,
wherever he goes.
But you know what? There's another way to look at that. That you did something that is that memorable,
right? But
it will never go away.
But can you make a career off of that?
Yeah, I know.
Because I saw him do a cameo on Scrubs, and what was fucking Zach Braff going? You're totally the soup Nazi. Say it. You gotta say it. No soup for you. And he said it.
Depends on what he got paid, right?
There's the 7-Eleven on Magnolia and Hollywood Way. It's the dude looks like Middle Eastern Jeff Goldblum, but he's like the soup Nazi at the same time. It rules.
Hello? Shit. Hello?
Just turn off. Look,
is Ace a bullfrog?
turn off
That's what it sounds like.
turn off the Bluetooth speaker and just put him on speakerphone.
He hung up. He's got really bad reception. He's on the road right now.
Oh, yes. No soup for you. Come back 1 year. Metalhead Nelson, welcome to the show. Ah, yes. Have you ordered your ACA tribute to Ace Frehley shirt yet? Metalhead Nelson, you got to get on that. Miss talking about days with you is I miss talking about days with you. You guys and your soaps. Had Marlena been possessed by the devil again? No. Look, that was. I think they all know that.
She was the hot one, right? Marlena?
No.
What was the brunette? Was that Hope?
Hope.
Oh, Hope.
Hope.
Oh, shit, we're back on Days of Our Lives?
Yes.
Okay.
Izzy reeled it back in.
Yeah. Ferlazzo, yes, we are trying to call Ace right now. You want me to try to call him?
Sure.
All right, let's try to call my little brother. Mm-hmm.
He's a ugh. Is it that boring? You guys need to call.
Ace.
It's that good. We can actually cover for him.
That's right. Call speaker.
Yo.
What's up, little brother?
What's going on? Is this being recorded?
We're live on the air right now. Here, Johnny, why don't you hold this and hold that up to your microphone so you can actually hear it too?
Yeah, of course. I mean, but we need you in the fold here. Tell us something exciting and we'll let you go. Are you watching movies?
No, I'm on a day off here in the middle of somewhere, Pittsburgh. I don't know, having a cocktail at Applebee's like a responsible guy.
Applebee's?
We've been there, right? Izzy and I did that once.
Yes, yeah, we
in
did.
Vegas.
I can't hear.
What's that? Say that again?
We did that in Vegas.
Yeah.
You did that in Vegas.
We did that.
Wow. Yeah, I do that a lot. I go to Applebee's and I drown my sodas. What's the topic of conversation? Obviously, you guys have run out of shit to talk about if you're calling me. What's up?
No, man. I mean, it was almost pre-planned to call you anyways. Not through you, but through us. We need you. We just wanted to talk to you. We miss you. But I guess apparently the subject right now is Days of Our Lives. Because fucking...
How's everybody doing? Everybody cool?
Yeah, everybody's doing great, man.
We're all good, brother.
It was movie night.
Wait.
What did you guys? What was the movie tonight?
Did you hear that? Here, take that over there.
We didn't go to the movies. We never made it that far. So fucking remotely in Pittsburgh, wherever we are, that there's no movie theaters nearby. So no movie.
Okay, if there was a movie nearby, what movie would it have been?
Well, I was gunning for Guardians of the Galaxy sequel before we theaters, but apparently the group poll has been the new Planet of the Apes movie, so I would have been cool with that too.
Yeah, me too. Both of them.
I think you're lying, and it's a Netflix and chill night with Chad.
A cuddle night.
I've Netflixed and chilled with Chad enough times in my life. Those days are over. I was going to go really dark in my reply, but I'll stop myself. How's Barry doing? Barry, I can barely hear you.
I'm good. I can't wait for you to get back and tell you about all the cool, fun stuff that's going on.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Hey, how long are you guys out?
Well, how long's a piece of string? Too goddamn long. That's how long. No, we've been out for about 3 weeks, and we have another 4 to 5 weeks to go, depending on the app. So, like I said, too fucking long. A month and a half, whatever. So, I'll be home August 20th. I'm not even sure what day it is now, but soon.
That's a long run.
When you were driving to Green Bay, did you stop in Sheboygan?
No, but I did take a screen cap of us driving through it on my Maps app.
Nice.
See, that could go two ways. Did you stop in Sheboygan or did you stop and Sheboygan?
No, neither.
See.
Neither. Yeah, Sheboygan. That's my go-to middle of nowhere town.
Yeah.
Apologies to anyone in Sheboygan.
Hey, I'm huge there.
Fair enough.
I had a very inappropriate joke, but I'm just going to sit on it.
Dude, you think that anything is censored on the show? Say it.
It's a town of little people. Come on.
Offensive? I've seen Izzy Presley's naked photos, and I'm offended.
He has seen my penis, yes. And I think I've seen Johnny's. Was that actually yours that you sent in that text thing with the top hat on it?
No.
Okay.
That's just the one I have around.
That was way.
I have those around for
That was
gags.
way bigger than Johnny's.
That's one of your stock photos?
That's one of my stock photos.
I am impressed though about the new digs here for the show, because the last time Ace and I did it together, there was a bottle of Vaseline in every corner, and Astroglide and tissues and stuff, right?
That was nasty.
I know.
Yeah,
This place is actually clean and cool.
Yeah, no, his new digs are killer. Hey Izzy, tell Matt Larson I said what's up.
I shall.
Tell him I'm concerned he's not responding to my text messages.
I'll relay that message as I bring him a shot of Jack Daniels right after this show.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Perfect. So, all right. Well, what else is going on? What bring up the speed? What is it? What am I? The comic relief? You're calling me in the what is that?
Well, you would be if you said something funny
at the last minute.
Johnny says you would be if you said something funny.
Well, listen. I've been around all three of you enough to know that none of you have anything funny to say.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's funny to us.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm pleased with the clan shrinking. That might not have been the appropriate term to use. But on the off day here, and they're about to close. I'm going to try to finish my cocktail before they lock me out of the building.
All right.
And, yeah, just out here, rocking and or rolling with the faster Pussycat Dolls. Or what is it, the Pussycat Dolls that are fast or something like that? I don't know.
Well, awesome, man. Get your cocktail done. Have a great... Oh, wait, Johnny's got something to say.
Really quick, besides New Year's Eve, do we have anything else together before then?
I don't think so. I think the powers that be don't like that our bands to play together. I'm going to just call a spade here. I don't think... I think there's some people in your camp and my camp that have problems with the respectable other people, not the band members.
Correct, not the band members.
Just some guy in an office somewhere doesn't like some other guy in an office somewhere.
Right.
And I think that's why we don't play together very often.
Right.
And it's a shame.
This is going to come back on like a Metal Sludge write-up.
I know.
Ace Von Johnson says...
I'm sending it to Stevie as we speak.
Sleaze Rocks article. Yeah, exactly.
Sleaze Rocks. Oh, God.
Some guy last night asked me, he goes, hey, did I overhear that you said such and such and such? And I wrote him back, and I said, no, I did not. And if I hear anything about an article that says that you said that I said that, we're going to have a fucking problem. No, I didn't say that. There's nothing. everybody trying to blow everything out of proportion for a fucking, blabbermouth article.
Well, it's too bad that shit happens because the two bands they're almost like the perfect storm, to be.
I know. And the funny thing is I was with a buddy of mine last night named Rob, and he's Tom Kiefer's tour manager. We were talking collectively about the perfect tour, and it's Tom Kiefer, LA Guns, and us.
Yeah,
and
I'd see that
a fourth party, but still, it's like that would be the ideal, summer 2018 tour.
Right.
But again, too many different cooks and too many different kitchens, et cetera, and that's why we can't have nice things, Johnny.
And that's why we have nice things when we're both home from the tours. Well, with each other.
Yeah. Yes.
I was going somewhere with that.
Yes. But Pussycat is getting ready to go abroad with Mr. Big in the fall.
Fun.
So there's that. Yeah.
There is an Italian gal that is trying to get me to come to England for 2 of the shows in September.
Go on.
Go on.
She's way out of my league if she's real.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was going to ask you on what she was on the Clydesdale scale. Anyone pick up on that reference?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. If you come out, I know a guy that can get you on the list. It's not me. I mean, I'm not going to do you any favors, but I know a guy.
Oh, very well. Very well.
Izzy will do favors. Don't worry.
If one of us wins the lottery...
I'm trying to be funny.
If one of us wins the lottery by then, I'm there.
Yeah, come out. Come hang out.
Very well.
All right, well...
We'll let you get back to cuddling with Chad.
Yeah, I'll be the little spoon, obviously.
They call that the dessert spoon? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He pulls that on me sometimes.
It's more like a dinner spoon versus a spatula.
All right, man. Well, be safe out there. We look forward to seeing your beautiful face when you get home.
Yes, sir. I'll see all 3 of you in about a month. Okay, you guys have fun, and whoever's listening, I apologize in advance or whatever.
Love you.
Love you,
I'll see you then.
Schnookums. Ace Von Johnson, Faster Pussycat, checking in via phone. Yeah. And I think we're 2 hours into this.
Yeah. Sure.
I think it's time to cut it, unless you guys want to keep going.
Why don't we close on a little tune, Izzy, and we'll see if you know this one.
All right. Just hold tight. I got to do my little outro because we're not going to use the canned outro for this one because you guys are going to play us out. Make sure you check out all of the social media. It is Izzy Presley 1 on Facebook and Another Effin' Podcast on Facebook, and of course on the Twitter machine at Izzy_Presley on my quest for 1 million followers. Next Sunday, we'll be live from the Other Door in North Hollywood. You can come watch that show. No cover, just be 21 and over. If you're in the Los Angeles area, come on down. Check the show out live. Check out Spreaker.com and put in Izzy Presley in the search. You can buy t-shirts for ACK, a tribute to Ace Frehley, and of course the show. Loyal Minion shirts available, Drunken Summit shirts available, Huge and Sheboygan shirts available. They are all available. If you want to donate to the show, Izzy_Presley, Izzy.Presley@gmail.com is your PayPal, or just buy t-shirts. Buy lots and lots of t-shirts and support us and love us and do all we can do. I will talk to you on Sunday night live from the Other Door in Burbank with Bruce Kulick and his wife, Lisa Lane. I'm going to let these boys play us out. It is Another Fucking Podcast. I do, in fact, love you all, and kindly go fuck yourselves.